Hey guys, this is Eskimo Poodle, and we are here with a channel update that is long overdue. So the last time I put up videos was quite some time ago. I think it was the end of August, and then I've basically gone MIA for a little while here. I have responded to several comments, but I think this is probably the better choice for, actually telling you what the heck's going on here. So basically, since sometime around the middle of August, I think, I've been doing lots and lots of overtime at work to save up money for various stuff and to accomplish a couple things. So, primarily among those things, I wanted to pay off a couple bills early just to not have to worry about them for like another year or so. And then the primary reason for all the overtime was so I could move out to a different place that is significantly less cramped than what I was in before. Because previously, for basically all but the first year or year and a half of recording, I've lived in a bedroom in a mobile home park, which was about 100 square feet total, so real tiny. It served its purpose, but with the jobs that I had, I basically couldn't really, get anything better. So, but with all the saving up that I've done, all the overtime that I've done, the better job that I have just in general for the past couple years, I was finally able to move out to my own little apartment now. So I have much more room in here, and it's rather nice, actually. Nice and quiet, all sorts of good stuff. So, yeah, all that overtime means I didn't have very much time to record. I have started recording in the past, week or two, and I've gotten several episodes of a series coming up already. I've also already have 30 episodes of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I was planning on putting those up basically immediately, but at the same time, I didn't want to put them up and then rerun out of videos again. So I was trying to avoid that. For Dragon Quest, I think I have a grand total of 4 episodes, and tomorrow, basically my Sunday, I will be doing more recording of that to try to get some of those episodes ready for backlogs and whatnot. So, with the new setup that I got going on here, I have to figure out the best way to set up my consoles, simply for the fact that it's, the main good thing about the smaller room that I was in before was that with the consoles and whatnot, I was able to just kind of have them basically right next to my PC. Now they're much further away, but I think a 30 or 40 foot HDMI cable should get the job done, I do believe. But that's not really a concern for yet, because I do have all of those Kingdom Hearts videos ready. And then I'll be able to do the Dragon Quest videos on the computer here, obviously. And yes, I'm just playing Ni no Kuni just because, it's the remastered version on Steam that I got some time ago, and I was just having fun messing around with it. Because, why not? Trying out various critters and whatnot. I'm still sticking with the big fella down there. But yeah, videos should be resuming sooner rather than later. I don't want to give an exact date because, again, I still have to record some backlog for Dragon Quest. Oh, that's right. This is that's right. This is the purification circle, isn't it? I thought that was a trap circle. No. But yeah, I want to get several episodes of Dragon Quest ready, and then once I have those, I'll be able to start uploading again and not have to worry about going into relapse of no videos. With the good news, the primary good news here, though, actually several pieces of good news. This should be the last major content drought that I have for quite some time, simply for the fact that I don't need to save up for a better computer. I don't need to save up for someplace else to live. I mean, around September next year, I might do more overtime, but I shouldn't have to do 6 days a week in order to save up for something. I should be able to still have plenty of time for recording. So this should hopefully be the last major a bit of me not putting up videos for a while. I don't like when I have to do this because, well, I actually do like recording and putting stuff up. However, it's just, real life gets in the way sometimes. That bastard. Screw you, life. You suck. Overtime is, especially when it's mandatory overtime. Like, up until, from August up until, like, October, it was mostly voluntary overtime that I was doing. And then they started doing mandatory overtime, and I was doing that on top of any voluntary overtime that I was taking as well. So, making plenty of money to get stuff, and just not enough time to do anything. However, I am going to start having a lot more time now since what Amazon calls peak season is over, or if not over, then close to over. So I should have much more free time to actually start doing stuff. I'll be happy. You guys will be happy. I want to say another week or two before I finally actually start putting stuff up, because, again, I want to make sure I record a fair amount of videos for Dragon Quest and not have to take a break for it for some random reason or something and not be able to put anything up. The other piece of good news with my moving and my saving, for my PlayStation 4, it just came in today actually, I've got a new TV. A nice little 65-inch 4K capable TV. So, yeah, that's real nice. I still have to set up my PS4, PS3, and all that other stuff over there, which I'll probably do right after this and make sure everything looks all fine and dandy on there. And then, yeah, I could start recording higher quality PS4 games. As for getting like a PS5, yeah, good luck. I mean, I can try, but can't promise anything because scalpers, those rat bastards. But yeah, when I do start putting up episodes again in the next, like, let's say at the latest 2 weeks or so, hopefully, yeah, then I'll be able to put up the Dragon Quest and the Kingdom Hearts and whatnot. And again, I have been working on another series that I'll be able to put up some episodes there as well. So, neato. By the way, you'll start noticing this particular feature, and I don't know if it's in those last couple of Dragon Quest episodes, but it should definitely be in somewhere in one of the Kingdom Hearts videos. But listen to this. Okay, I'm going to start jumping with Oliver, which uses the B button on the Xbox controller here, and I'm going to, hold my controller right next to the mic. Oh. Okay, apparently I can't jump in the dungeon. Oh, or you have to be moving. Okay, so let's do that then. But yeah, you hear that controller clicking? You don't. You don't hear that controller clicking because I've managed to find a new software. I don't know how new it is actually, but a software that makes it so that basically it tunes out ambient noises like air conditioning and button clicking and stuff like that. Sadly, if I do something like sniffling or coughing, I don't think it takes that out. There might be like an update for it eventually that does that, but like clearing my throat and stuff, that's not going to be a difference. But I can go ahead with like clicking on my keyboard. I'm clicking on the right directional arrow on my keyboard right now, and hopefully you can't hear it. But yeah, if you can't, that was the software in action that cancels out the recording, the key clicking and stuff like that. So at some point in the Kingdom Hearts videos, you'll stop hearing me clicking on the controller, and that'll be awesome. Actually, let me see if I can't find out what episode that is right now. I'll be right back. Let me check. Okay, looks like for Kingdom Hearts, episode 44 is when I started using that particular little bit of noise cancellation, which is pretty awesome. So with Dragon Quest, I was looking for it too, but because you're not massively clicking the buttons as fast as like Kingdom Hearts, you don't notice it as much. So I'm not sure where that is, but yeah, if I have to set them like button mash, like I'm going to mash the A button right here, right next to the microphone. I think like one or two clicks might get in there, but for the most part, it's pretty good at taking that off. So yeah, to summarize, lots of overtime, paying bills, getting a new apartment, And I moved into this apartment at the start of November. I think it was November 3rd. That was the day that I moved in here. And I've basically been setting things up for the past month. So, like, I still have a couple things to set up. Like, I want to buy a couch to put in front of the TV, because at the moment I still have my old armchair that I was sitting at in front of my computer. But yeah, I want to buy a couch. I bought myself a nice, comfortable office chair now, finally. So that's my primary computer chair. Let's see, we got that new TV that I set up, which altogether, if I count the stand and stuff for it, that was about $1,200, because the $1,000 TV and then a $200 stand to put it on there, and that's not even counting like the about $200 actually to have have other people set it up for me, because I'm not handy in the slightest. You know, they put together like a TV stand and mounted the TV and stuff like that. So good stuff. Also, having a nice little backlog of Kingdom Hearts videos makes it real nice, because I am going to order something that'll make my life a little happier, that I know I've complained about in several PS4 game episodes. You know how I've always complained that my PS4 sounds like a jet engine taking off? Yeah. So I'm buying some thermal pads and some thermal grease and some Torx screwdrivers, and I'm gonna basically take that out, put the new thermal paste on, and hopefully give it a nice cleaning and dusting. Get all the dog hair out of there from my roommate's dog, and make it run all silent like. That way I don't have to hear that thing going during uncapped menu scenes, because that was a weird thing that happened. Apparently, a lot of game developers uncap the FPS menu during or the FPS limit during a menu screen. So let's say I was playing God of War 2018 or whatever that came out. A lot of times I'd be fighting just like a regular monster, and it'd be fine, and then I'd go into the menu, and all of a sudden my PS4 just fucking turbos up. And apparently it's because a lot of games decide to randomly make it so that there's no FPS limit in menu screens for some reason or another, I guess because it's not a very intensive thing. So it'll just make the console go freaking crazy, and especially during cutscenes and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that hopefully in the next week or so. But yeah, so expect videos in about 2 weeks or so, because I gotta start recording some Dragon Quest, and then, like I said, I got plenty of Kingdom Hearts. I'm still not actually finished with Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm currently at episode 60. Let me check real fast. Currently at episode 64, and okay, so it looks like I am actually finished with the main game and stuff. However, I still have a couple of tournament stuff to do, and then a whole bunch of super boss stuff. So probably another 20 or 30 episodes, depending on how long. Actually, maybe not even that long. Yeah, maybe just 20 episodes to take care of all the super bosses and all the tournament stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually pretty close to being done now that I'm looking at it. Because again, the main story stuff is all recorded, but I gotta do all the side stuff, which they added. I was thinking about it, and in the original base Kingdom Hearts 2 that came out in PS2 back in the day, there wasn't really a whole lot of side stuff. I'm thinking about it. A lot of the collectibles weren't there, like stickers and puzzle pieces. Those weren't there. The absent silhouettes from the Organization 13, those weren't there. The mini games from Atlantica, they were there. The mini games in the various worlds, they were there. But yeah, those little collectible stuffs, those weren't in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. The optional battles with Organization 13 weren't there. They had the Colosseum and stuff, but yeah, I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 just doesn't have as many collectibles, because Kingdom Hearts 1 you had the Trinities and the Dalmatians, and well, those are the main things that I'm thinking right there, and then collecting the Gummy pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, the Gummy stuff in Kingdom Hearts 2, while nice, is it's less fun to customize in my opinion. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 had much less side content, it seemed in my opinion. I wish they had kept the Trinity marks and stuff in there, but Oh well. But either way, we should be getting back to episodes here reasonably soon. Hopefully about 2 weeks or so. And yeah, so hopefully this will be the last major content halt that I have to deal with, because again, most of the stuff that I've been working at for years now has finally happened. I mean, it's so nice to have my own place again and have a big ass TV, because with the TV that I've recorded like consoles on, it's like about 25 inches, so not horrible, but you know, not great. And now I got a nice, beautiful 65-inch TV. It's nice. And then my PC can render a freaking 1440 or 1440p video in like if it's like an hour-long video, it takes about an hour to render it. Whereas previously, like a 1080p video on my old computer, it would take about 2 or 3 hours actually. Then again, I also tended to slap together like 5 or 6 at once and just set them to render while I went to bed, and that would take about 8 hours or so. With 1080p videos on this computer, they literally take about 20 minutes. It doesn't matter how long it is. Maybe 30 if it's like a longer episode. So, like this particular video, that's going to end up being about 15 minutes and be rambling on. This will probably take about 20 minutes to render, maybe a little longer. So, significantly better. So, but yeah. To reiterate one final time, moving, setting up stuff in my moving area, new TV, which honestly I'm not sure if I'll be doing too much like 4K or 2K stuff on the PS4. If I ever get a PS5, that'd definitely be higher content. Mainly it's nicer for me to have something nicer to look at. And again, let's see. Yeah, setting up stuff, overtime. But yeah, hopefully I should be able to start recording stuff in the very near future, or putting stuff up in the very near future. So guys, sorry for the delay. I'll try my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. And if it does, I'll actually give more explanations, since I kind of just logged off and only answered comment sections every once in a while. But yeah, so I will see you guys in a little while when I start putting up videos again. Thank you again for your patience, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Whee!